I'm Debbie.
I'm John.
And this is Blossom. And we are
Bridge the Travel Gap. We're starting the walk today from Bramber Castle. We got here by the number 2 bus to Stenning, and they go irregularly, or once an hour, from Brighton. So if you want to start your walk up towards Chanctonbury yeah.
Ring.
It's a bronze fork where we're going to today. It's about a 5-mile walk from here. So yeah, we'll see you on the walk.
This is why I love the English countryside. It is just so walkable, so stunning, and so green. One of my favorite colors. The Blossy Cam. Yay! Come on, baby. We're in the stunning little town of Stenning. It's a great place to come to see original, Tudor housing and so forth, as well as have a great cup of tea. And one of the places I would suggest is, I think it's actually further down where you see that little tower. There is a whole slew of tiny, tiny, tiny little medieval shops, which are just so beautiful to walk into. You bump your head when you walk in. They were so much shorter. Anyway, this is the stunning little town of Stenning. This is the pit where they have all those lovely little cafes and shops and everything. It's called the Cobblestone Walk. So we've come out of Stenning now, and we are now gradually walking up to the next South Downs hill, basically. So it just goes through a field, through the town of Stenning, and then up into this lovely forested path that takes us up to the top. Here is the coast. You see that shiny, watery looking bit? I'll zoom that in there. And this is close to the top. We're not quite there yet, but that town below is Stenning, and there's a beautiful little bench here. We've made it back to the South Downs. Unfortunately, we had a slight detour. You'll see right here on the sign, Tube South Downs. Yeah, so for some reason the signpostage in Stenning is a bit wonky. The other thing I was going to say, we can smell the farmer that you can hear doing the manure, and it's quite an pungent aroma, but it's still beautiful even though the clouds are moving in, and it makes it a lot cooler and nicer to walk. See you further down the path. Oh.
Just to give you some logistics, you could get the bus to Stenning, and it's 1.2 miles, about 1.7 k's. South Downs way proper, and it's mostly uphill, just to let you know. But it took us around 2 hours, but we stopped and we chatted to people, so it was quite a pleasant walk as well in the morning.
Yeah, we got a locals, making sure that locals' perspective is what I was going to say there. A locals' perspective on how to get a Chanctonbury Ring, which is down. Well, we don't know which way it's going to be on the camera, so I will just stop pointing my finger.
And we're just going to do a little short bit after this of the thousands of seagulls that are following the tractor with the farmer who's putting in all the manure. It's quite amazing. You can hear them as well. Cheers.
It to the Chanctonbury Ring here, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's incredibly still and quiet. It is just phenomenal, because, you know, just a few feet over there when we were walking up the path to get here, it was incredibly windy and yeah, but you get here and it's so peaceful. Going into the circle. Ooh. So they don't know, as I understand, why these trees kind of ended up being the way they were, you know, in this very perfect circle. I think these are replicas, to be honest, but because I think originally there were more trees or something and they blew down in a major storm, but the whole point is that there was a circle of trees here in a kind of unnatural formation. Most likely, one of the theories, Druids type of possible place. But it's just so lovely and quiet and peaceful. Very nice. At least at daytime. Don't know what gets on here at night. We are having lunch al fresco. It's so nice out. This is our lunch spot we found here at Chanctonbury Ring, and soon we'll be heading back. Today's is a bit of a short walk because John's decided to cut it up a bit more, but what can I tell you about this area? Well, it's still very peaceful. We found a really nice log here to eat our lunch on, or with, and we happened to catch it on a day when they're having a kind of cross-country run-walk thing, which is quite cool as well. And also, just to be mindful, if you do have dogs, you really do need to take a lead with and for them, because they can get a lot of dogs that aren't on leads, and you want yours on a lead because you don't want yours to be the one that's misbehaving. And it just makes it easier to control them with the cyclists and walkers and airplanes. No. Yeah, oh, and here's our lunch, which John has lovingly prepared and is eating.
Hi, we're on the downward route now. We just got to go down into this valley here, and you can see over in the distance where we were a few weeks ago. It's not too far away, it's about an hour we'll be down there.
If you can see off in the distance there, I'll just stop for a second here, and you see that big bit that they've cut out of the landscape there? That is an old cement factory. There's John and the doggies. Flossie is a very good doggie, she can go off her lead. And then off in the very, very distant bit there where you can see the water and everything, that is Brighton. That's where we live, is down on the seaside there. But we are just heading back towards Bramber and Upper Beeding, where we're going to catch the bus pretty much, and I think at the exact same stop that we finished the first walk. It's a big farm. Aren't they cute? Enjoying the weather.